What's going on, guys? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how the heck y'all doing? Dale, just relax, man. This is like kind of my thing. This is like my YouTube channel, so you just kind of sit there and just kind of be quiet, man. Just kind of be quiet. Oh boy, do I have a video for y'all today. The sensation Dale's freaking back, baby. Dale, man, this is like kind of my thing, you know, it's like my YouTube channel, Chris Fit, not Dale Fit. Boy, today we reviewing the shoes, you know, the Nike ones. Dale, please tell me you remember the shoes, man. Please tell me at least you remember the shoes. Yeah, about the shoes. I kind of got sidetracked giving my raccoon a bath, and I forgot the shoes. Dude, like, how the heck can we do a shoe review video without the freaking shoes? Like, what the heck, man? Man, don't get them panties all jumbled up. I'll head on home, give the shoe review. You just sit there and relax, buddy. I'll take care of this whole thing right here. What's up, guys? Dale Giltner back here, coming at you live with the best shoe review. So today, I'm gonna give you guys the cold hard facts of the shoe, and then we gonna take her on back to Chris, and he's gonna give us his honest opinion of which shoe is the better shoe. We gonna start this thing off right here, buddy, with the Metcon 3, okay? So, first thing first off, this Metcon 3 comes weighing in at 373 grams. You can find this here shoe on the interwebs for $129.99. And this here shoe comes action-packed with rope climb technology, just like you'll find in the older Metcons. Right here you can see right there, you know, right there's that rope climb technology, buddy. It's just great. And just like the Metcon 2, the Metcon 3 comes action-packed with the plastic heel clip for all your handstand push-up needs, buddy. Next, moving on to the hottest, the newest, the greatest DSX Flyknit 2. This shoe is completely redesigned from the DSX Flyknit ones, and it is, man, it's a spectacle, buddy. I tell you, it's a pretty shoe. Next, the DSX Flyknit 2 comes weighing in at 407 grams. It also features Nike's new Flyknit technology. So this thing, buddy, I tell you what, it fits on your feet just like any old sock would, buddy. It's like walking around on clouds. You can find this here shoe on the interwebs for $149.99. Round that up, we call her $150, buddy. Just like the Metcon 3, this shoe comes action-packed with the plastic heel clip for all your handstand push-up needs, buddy. And just like the Metcon 3s, it also comes action-packed with this here rope climb technology, buddy. Man, I tell you what, you be scaling up them ropes, it ain't gonna do nothing to them shoes, buddy. Or will it? Alrighty, buddy, this has been Dale Giltner coming at you live with the best shoe review. Let's take it on over to my boy Chris. He's gonna give us his honest opinion on which shoe's the best shoe for you. So, y'all have a good gosh darn day, and we will see you later, buddy. Man, guys, I am very sorry once again for my cousin Dale. I mean, after the last shoe review video, he really wanted to come back on, and there's no way to tame him, man. He's untamable. So, like, as you guys can tell, he's a little out there, but that's okay, guys. Alrighty, guys, back to the real shoe review. Today, I'm gonna give you my pros and cons for each shoe and which one I think is the better shoe for CrossFit. So, today, we're gonna start with the Metcon 3s, and here are my two negative things that I hate about the Metcon 3s. First off, these things are freaking so squeaky, man. My biggest gripe with the Metcons is that they're so squeaky. You walk around, and if you're trying to be quiet or not be heard, it's impossible because they're just the loudest shoe in the room. And if you're walking through a quiet room and you're walking by, everyone can hear you. Every person will turn their head, look at you, and be like, oh, that guy's got some pretty loud shoes. Now, if you're paying $130 for a pair of shoes, at least make them so that they're not so squeaky. I don't know what Nike was thinking with that. It's just terrible. Honestly, they're so loud. Next, I really do not like this about the Metcon 3s, and that is that they have this rope climb technology and it doesn't even freaking work. What I mean by that is I've done rope climbs in these Metcon 3s a total of one single time, and they ripped. The whole shoe ripped, and it was from one session of rope climbs. And they have this technology that's built and put in place so that your shoe doesn't rip from a rope climb. And then I do one session of rope climbs and the shoe rips. Like, what the heck, Nike? The whole reason for having this rope climb insert on the midsole of your shoe is so that they won't rip from rope climbs, and yet I do one session of rope climbs and they already rip. So the positive things about the Metcon 3 that I really like is that I love the look of the shoe. My personal preference is that the Metcon 3 is the best looking functional fitness shoe out there. I'm even venturing to say that they look better than the Flyknit 2s. That's just my opinion. I really like the look of these shoes. Next, I really think that the shoelaces on the Metcon 3s, they're really good. I tie the shoes with one knot and I never have them come untied. That's really great because in the Metcon 1s, the shoe came untied literally multiple times in a training session. And Nike's done some great things with improving their shoelace so that they will never come untied. If your shoe comes untied, that's one more thing to slow you down, so you definitely want a good shoelace that's never gonna come untied. With the Metcon 3s, Nike's figured it out. These shoelaces, they're great. On top of that, these shoes cost $130, which is a pro for me because that's about equivalent with the market as far as a functional fitness shoe goes. You know, the Nano 7s are about that same price, around that $130 price point, and I think that's, you know, a pretty good price for a shoe, especially one that looks this good. Lastly, these shoes, they're freaking bricks, man. You can wear them to weightlift, and you know you're gonna be stuck to the ground. They have awesome support for your feet, and I really like that because, you know, obviously in CrossFit we do a ton of weightlifting in our workouts, and we want a shoe that's gonna be able to stabilize us on the ground, give us a really good amount of support, and I think that the Metcon 3s, they do that for you, man. Like I said, man, they're like stiff boards on your feet, and I love that for the weightlifting type workouts where I really want that good support on the ground. Alrighty, moving on to the brand spanking new DSX Flyknit 2s. Here are my two cons of the shoe, my biggest gripes. First off is the break-in time that these shoes need. Now, I got a 12.5 in this shoe, which is what I wear in the Metcon 3s or any other shoe that I've ever purchased. And when I first put these on my feet, they were super tight. Like, it hurt to walk around in them. And I was like, maybe I should even return. I even thought about returning them because they were so tight on my feet. And I was like, well, I'll give them a little time to break in. I'll see what happens, and you know, if they don't fit, then I'll return them. But with that said, the first time I put them on, like I said, they were super tight, and then over like a week or so, they kind of broke in, and now I really like the fit of the shoe. But for that first week, I tell you, man, they were super uncomfortable. They hurt my feet, and when I would do workouts in them, my feet would even get like little cramps in them because of how tight the shoe was. So my first con of the Flyknit 2 is definitely how long it takes for them to break in. My second gripe with the DSX Flyknit 2s is the fact that you probably can never do a rope climb in them. So looking at the shoe, obviously the whole upper portion of the shoe is made out of cotton, which makes the Flyknit technology what it is. And because of that, I feel like if you ever did a rope climb in them, they would definitely get destroyed. I mean, if the Metcon 3s can't withstand one rope climb session and they are made out of this super durable fabric, I just don't see how a shoe that's made out of cotton, because of its Flyknit technology, is going to be able to withstand a rope climb. I don't see it happening. And you know, that's fine. I just won't do rope climbs in them. But you know, if I'm spending the money that these shoes cost, I would like to be able to do rope climbs in them. And the fact that I can't, for me, it's got to be a con. Technically, yes, you could do rope climbs in them, but I just don't even want to risk it. I don't want to destroy the shoe from the rope climbs, and it's not worth it to me to try it, so I'm just not going to do rope climbs in them. My last gripe, and this is kind of subjective, is the price of the shoe. Now, these shoes are actually cheaper than the first DSX Flyknits, which were $160. These shoes are $150. Now, for me, I don't see why they should be priced any different than the Metcon 3s. They're not that much different. You know, obviously they're made out of different material and they look a little different, but I don't see a justifiable difference between this shoe and this shoe that makes this shoe $20 more. With the pros of the DSX Flyknit 2s, I freaking love the cushion on these shoes. With the Metcon 3s, like I said, they're boards on your feet. They're really stiff, but with the Flyknit 2s, they're a lot softer. I've always been accustomed to how stiff the Metcon 3s feel, and it's really relieving to put on a shoe that feels so comfortable on the feet and is nice and soft. A lot more softer than the Metcon 3s. And for me, that's a huge pro. I love that fact about the DSX Flyknit 2s. The second pro, which I thought was gonna be a con in the first few weeks I had these shoes, is how tight they fit on your feet. Like I said, they take a while to break in, but once they break in, they fit your feet so nicely, so nice and snug, that your foot is never gonna go anywhere in this shoe. The fact that there is no tongue on the shoe and it's kind of like a sock that conforms to your feet really keeps your feet super snug and tight in the shoe. And for me, I really like that. It's a huge pro for me. Another pro for the DSX Flyknit 2s is that you can weightlift in them. Like I said, they're really squishy and really comfortable on the feet, but they're still really stable when you weightlift. I weightlifted the other day and these things, I went for a new PR on my snatch, and I actually PR'd my snatch wearing the DSX Flyknit 2s. So that tells you right there that these things are good enough for weightlifting. If I can PR in them, that means they're definitely good enough to weightlift in, and I personally really enjoyed it. They felt really great on the feet. All right, so now we're gonna go for a little comparison of the two shoes. First question, can you run in these shoes? With the Metcon 3, I don't personally love them for running. Like I said, they're really stiff on your feet. They're like boards. They're more for kind of like a DT type workout where it's all barbell work or something with a barbell in it. I really love them for that type of workout, but I wouldn't personally love them for running. You know, I still do run in them if I have to, but it's not my favorite thing to do. But with the DSX Flyknit 2s, these things are great for running. Like I said, they're very cushiony, and for that, they make a great running shoe. I would definitely recommend getting these if you like running. Next question, can you weightlift in them? Like I said, these things, I freaking PR'd my snatch in them. So yes, you can weightlift in the DSX Flyknit 2s, 100%. I would not worry about the fact that you can't weightlift in them. And obviously, the Metcon 3s, they're great for weightlifting too. Like I've said through this whole video, they're really stiff on your feet. Make for a great weightlifting shoe. There you go, guys. That was my little comparison of the two shoes. I really like both of them. They both have their pros and cons like we saw. And with that, I hope I can help you guys make a decision on which shoe to get. And I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Chris Webster, and I guess Dale, over and out.